You're listening to Hotep Ish with your host, Dewan B. Intelligent Shit Talk, where we balance the profound with the profane. Political satire, celebrity and expert guests, information and entertainment, conversation and solutions. Leave your feelings at the door.
Not gonna be here all night. I just wanted to check in with motherfuckers. I don't have anything that I want to talk about in particular. So let me just check in with y'all. Check in with the people out there, my folks, and see what y'all talking about. What's up, Ty Ward? What's up, Guru? What's up, Grown Man Bars? Yeah, we here for the live Q&A. Usually I do this shit from my garage, but I didn't feel like going out there tonight. I'm not gonna be. I done already got high, so I don't need to smoke right now. So I'm coming y'all from the regular studio with the good mic and the solid internet connection with the Wi-Fi. Not the iPad and that cellular shit. What's up, Jay Marcus? What's up, Goldie? Chief Voto, you said you enjoyed us on Craig Facts? Yeah, that shit was fun. That was fun on Craig Facts yesterday, getting out there and talking about what's going on in this here industry. And I'm proud of Craig for doing that, you know what I mean? Because he has a lot on the line. He has relationship with those people. But he put it on the line for what's right. Like, if I'm cool with two different sets of people, I'm going to side with the side that's morally right. A lot of people don't do that. Most people side with who's popular, who has the most followers, who has the biggest opportunities. Greg said, no. We're going to side with what's right and get the story out there, because there's too many people. What's up, Risha Green? Gibson, I'm sorry. Jay the God. What up, Dr. Sinister? No, Dr. Sinister, we're not on air. This is a figment of your imagination. I'm broadcasting live from Andromeda Galaxy. But yeah, like, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, there was the comedian Leslie Jones took a joke from one of our favorite comedians, Precious Hall. And that basically, in about a 3-week period, went from Precious getting her joke stolen to not working over and not being on All Def anymore. If you want to know the details, watch yesterday's episode of Craig Facts. I will not go back into the details. Watch yesterday's episode of Craig Facts from Thursday, June 10th. Today's Friday, June 11th, but go watch that Craig Facts from June 10th, and it'll give you the story of what's happening. But basically, we facing a lot of backlash for that, because the people that we called out on Craig Facts are 10 times more popular than Craig Facts. You know what I mean? Millions, shit, 100 times more popular. 100,000 more times more popular than me. But it's not about popularity. It's about doing the right thing. You don't sit idly by and watch your friends get stolen from, no matter who the fuck's stealing. You know what I mean? Oh, you say you met Leslie? Yeah, I met Leslie. Leslie wasn't shit when I met her. Leslie wasn't shit when I met her. Ty, you saw that? Ty Ward? I ain't saying nothing. Yeah, Jada guy, we had to set up like men. Ain't no boys club over here. The club is what's right. It's the what's right club. That's what we about. This is the what's right club. What's up, FYF Life? Fife Life. This is the, we ain't about that here. We about what's right. I told y'all my story interacting with Leslie Jones. Me and Craig we at the Comedy Store. We tried to wish her congratulations. This is when it first got announced that she got the SNL gig, Saturday Night Live. And we just wanted to say congratulations, Leslie. Leslie turned back, looked at us, and snapped her neck and said, psh. I looked at her like, bitch, it's 2013, not 1989. Get that late 80s ass response on out of here. Looking like a failed extra in Martin. Psh, bitch. So I ain't had shit positive to say about Leslie Jones since then. And I still don't. What's up, Lemoynes? Yeah, Ivor, Leslie is Montrezl Harrell. Grown man bars asked, do I think men should take up for women no matter what? No. It wasn't about taking up for women. It was about taking up for what's right. The people that got done wrong just happened to be women. The people that did them wrong happened to be men. It's about what's right. Not about the sex or of the person. If a woman screws over a man, I'm going to stand up for the man because he got screwed over. If a man screwed over a woman, I'm going to stand up for the woman who got screwed over. If two women screw each other over and neither of them are my friend, I'm staying out that shit because grown-ass men don't get in grown women business. But if somebody like a Leslie Jones screwed over my friend, somebody I'm down with, and you stole a joke, I'm standing for the person that got screwed over. The European got us thinking in these mindsets of taking teams and taking sides. It's only one side, and that's the side that's right. That's the only side to take. And if it doesn't affect you and you don't have any opinion either way, the side to take on that is then neutral. There's nothing wrong with being neutral. I don't have any problems with that. I only have problems with people who act like they care, but really don't. Got ulterior motives. That's the only people I have an issue with. The people who act like they care, but they got other motives. That's the motherfucker I don't fuck with. But if you just want to be on the sideline, that's cool too. I don't have any issue with none of that. Yeah. Yeah, no, we independent, so we can do that. Miggy said, I don't even understand why she even talks about sex. You're right about that. And then for those who do believe, you'd be like, ooh, do you really want to have sex with that gorilla? Leslie Jones ain't had no business taking Precious's joke. Precious actually goddamn sexy. Leslie Jones, come on, man. Leslie Jones is like a crane operator. Leslie Jones looks like she could work a mean jackhammer. Yeah, you're right. Guru Khan said she got a shock collar. But yeah, I ain't really got shit I want to talk about too much. I just open up the phone line. This is the random Friday night Q&A, question and answer. I'm not going to be on all night tonight. So the phone number is down at the bottom right there. You see it, 323-744-7425. Make sure Skype is open. Oh yeah, Skype is open. Y'all got any questions? Anything you want me to break down, talk about? Call in. Y'all see the number right there. Let's talk about it. The other week move, the joke was given by someone, but Leslie Jones has a pattern of taking jokes. There are a lot of comedians who have talked about this. Like, as a comedian, you know whatever joke you take on that stage, you own it. Don't nobody pass around. Like, see, as a comedian, no one passes around the love. You get a big laugh and everyone loves you for that joke. No one says, well, that person wrote it. I just performed it. Nobody does that. Comedians who get others to write jokes for them, they take all the glory. So when they take one that's stolen, I'm not about to split hairs with them. You about to take that L too. That's why I don't have people write jokes for me. All of my jokes are my experiences. And shit that came up in my weird ass mind. That's all my jokes. Can we have another Black Wall Street without uprooting white supremacy? Yeah, we can have them. We have them online right now. All over the place. There's a lot of people making money. But will it last without uprooting white supremacy? Probably not. That's why we have to be about the business of uprooting white supremacy. And leaving these niggas alone and say, man, it ain't about color. How you gonna say it ain't about color, but every time you go down to the root of something, it's about color? I don't get that. It ain't about color, but the people masterminding all this shit happen to all be one color. I mean, I be staying away from them. When you get around, when you hear people talk about something that ain't about color, my only question is, how bad do you really want to fight? Or are you just mad because you don't have the slice of the pie you think you deserve, and then the minute you get that slice of the pie, you ain't gonna fuck with us? Yeah, man. Goddamn. Yeah, but you can't be selling jokes like Leslie. Let's see here. What y'all talking about in the chat room here? Guru. Yeah, I low-key think who you said did it too. All right, we got a caller. Let's see what this is. What's up, caller? You are on the random Q&A. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, what's going on, D? This Ivor.
What's up, Ivor, brother?
Oh yeah, ain't nothing to it, man. Sitting here watching the Nuggets get their ass whooped. Yeah. They down 3-0.
I was gonna wait till this game was over to come on here, but it was like when what's his name, when that little Angry Bird looking motherfucker Cameron Payne hit that 3-pointer and put him up by 20, I was like, all right, that's over.
Oh yeah, it was Cancun. It's Cancun time for these boys, man.
You ever notice? Why is it? That's why I'm fuck with the whole MVP thing. I love Joker's game. I ain't gonna take nothing from him, but he ain't no goddamn MVP. Why is it these Europeans get these MVPs and then be out, can't even get deep in the playoffs?
I tell you why. Because the narrative that they're trying to push ain't working. They want them to take over the game. It's like, you look at Major League Baseball, and how they got the Caribbean players over there taking over the game and pushed us out the game. So they would like to have these Euro guys come over here in the NBA and do the same thing to us. But you see what's happening with that. They don't have the stamina or the mentality come playoff time to get it done. So it ain't working.
That. Like, look at that shit yesterday. It was a play yesterday where Giannis had Blake Griffin guarding him one-on-one. Blake Griffin ain't never been a good defender. All Blake had to do was back off this motherfucker and give him the shot and take away the lane. He didn't know what the fuck to do.
He didn't know what to do. And you know what? He go right every time. So all Blake did was sag off him and then go right. As soon as he made that charge, he went right.
He goes right, and then if you block that off, he gonna spin. So all you gotta do when someone spins is one negative step. Once you take that negative step, they gonna spin right in your chest every time.
Right in your chest every time, man. This is a dead giveaway. We can sit at home and see this. You know they got scouting reports that done broke all that down.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pitiful, man. But like I said, they have diluted the sport, and every sport is diluted with some kind of narrative. It ain't about natural abilities or you being able to do your thing like it was back in the day. Now it's all about, we're going to push these narratives down your throat. And people, either going to accept it or not, or they don't see it. I see it. I've been seeing it. Back when Kobe was on the bench that time and he yelled faggot and got a $100,000 fine, I knew what time it was. I knew what the league was going to go into once that happened. You know how many times we didn't say that, or you didn't see that at a game? And once that narrative changed, that changed. Once Adam Silver took over.
It's funny you say that because when Kobe called, he was talking to that referee Benny Salvatore, and he said that. But after that was the year the Lakers got swept by the Mavericks in the playoffs. Kobe never got a call again after that.
Nope,
the rest of Kobe's career, you could elbow that motherfucker. I saw one nigga DDT Kobe on the Lakers logo, and it wasn't no goddamn foul called.
Yep. Yeah, man, that
agenda real, man.
Real, right there and there. Yeah, no question.
I saw a tweet from the Blazers having Damian Lillard talk about Pride Month. I'm like, shit. Wow, usually when Pride Month come, the NBA is over. It's the finals, so they ain't got time for no agenda. But this year we in the thick of the playoffs, so they got players talking about goddamn Pride Month.
Well, yeah, and then you see, like last year, it was all Black Lives Matter all over the court. We'll allow you to put stuff on your jersey, and it gives that illusion that we've come so far, and we're for everybody. But it's all garbage. That's all China-based garbage. You know what it is. And
it's agenda.
But the average fan, the average person don't know that, so they ride the wave. They all on board with all this stuff. Now I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
Twofold. Now, one, what was your take on the whole Colin Kaepernick situation? The reason I say that is because what I believe from the start of it, I didn't agree with the whole deal that he was just out for justice for unarmed blacks getting beaten, killed, and all that. I thought he was put up to that. Now, what's your take on that as far as how you seen that?
For Colin Kaepernick, I thought it was genuine at first. I thought that he genuinely was like, "What the fuck going on?"
Mm-hmm.
But I thought him just like, and I'm talking about this a little more like with our brother Kwame Brown. He doesn't understand white supremacy. You know what Nita Fuller says? If you don't understand white supremacy, everything else you think you understand is only going to confuse you. So,
true.
When the white dude came over to him and asked him to, instead of sitting on the bench, kneel. If you understand white supremacy, you're gonna be like, but first of all, you're white. You don't have the qualification to tell me how to protest. Two, it doesn't matter how I protest. These motherfuckers gonna have an issue. So So once he started kneeling, they made it about the knee. And he got blackballed, blase, blase, blase. Fast forward, when he signed that deal with Nike, that right there let me know, okay, this shit's officially over.
Compromise.
It's compromised. Leaders don't take shoe deals. So
exactly.
The minute he took that shoe deal, I said, okay, yeah, they're about to. It was already pretty watered down by the time he took that deal. But when he signed that deal, that watered it all the way down. What's your next question?
I was gonna see if you had any knowledge on the Smith-Munn Act.
No, I don't.
It's executive order number 5736, and it was signed by Oberis Toro, aka Obama. And what it does is gives the media and the government the right to basically lie to us about certain events and things that happen, to create narratives or to push agendas or to, instill fear into the public, such as the pandemic that we, supposedly going through now, or the whole white cop, black unarmed person, the whole everything is done for a reason. It's getting you to a point where, they're either going to pass legislation this way, or they're going to steer your mind to do this so that they can push, something behind it, like with the pedophilia, LGBT thing. How they really want to push pedophilia, in that. But if you look up that bill, it's interesting because it originally started back, post World War II. And I forget what president.
I see exactly what I remember. I remember some mutterings of it when it happened. I have it up here right now on the screen for people listening. The Smith-Munn Act, HR 5736.
Yeah. And that's what we really need to focus on, what that means, because that's the once that bill was signed, what immediately happened after that was two things. You had Trayvon Martin, and then you had Sandy Hook. And if you know your history about those incidents, they're not what they told you in the media. And it's a lot of things that's happened since then that are direct results of this bill that executive order that was signed. So they have created false narratives for us to, they know we're emotional. So they push a lot of stuff on us. Yeah, they push a lot of stuff on us.
They push it. And I remember when this, I do remember a little bit when it came out, man, but thank you for that. I want to, my biggest thing on this is this. They've always done this. What this Smith-Munn Act basically did was update and modernize for the new forms of media, like online and stuff like that, what they've been doing. Because when it comes to propaganda, I don't, this is, what I say here is an update, but the heavy propaganda goes back to the 1800s, man. Like,
oh, no question.
Like, I remember, like, when I was watching a one of those, the Oliver Stone documentary on the late 18, he was basically concentrating on post-Civil War, pre-New Deal, that era.
Yeah, okay.
And they were talking about how back in the late 1800s, you started seeing all of those Jim Crow, all those blackface, black person eating a watermelon, all that negative imagery started coming out post-slavery because at the time, black people were seen, this is from a white man's mouth, black people were seen as noble, dependable, hardworking, trustworthy.
Right.
That's why they left their fucking kids with us. So they had to change the imagery and the mindset of how black people were seen in this country with all these new immigrants coming in from Europe. So that's when they started doing those things back then. Remember, Hitler learned his propaganda for the Nazi Germany in the United States. So, they're going to always update their bullshit, man. But thank you for calling, because I want to get some more callers up in this motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, get them, bro. Get them, bro. I just had to holler at you, man.
I appreciate that, man. See, look, I'm telling y'all right now. Thanks for calling, Ivor.
Oh, no question, man. Stay up, bro.
See, look, people, I ain't no goddamn know-it-all. I learn from my listeners. I don't know everything, shit. Some stuff passed me by. So it's good to have smart people around that can tell you some shit you didn't know. Appreciate the call, brother. But yeah, what he's talking about here, America's always been very, very, how can I say this? They've been basically Nazis about how we are covered as black people. How we're viewed. Our image. Because if you just let the truth stand for 48 hours, everyone's going to see it. So they have to constantly lie through the music, through the TV shows, through the commercials, through the movies, through the imagery, without the words, through the words itself. You got to keep the lie going 24/7. I always ask people this, whenever they want to say, man, DeJuan, it ain't always about racism. When people tell me that, I ask them one question. When has white supremacy ever gave your black ass a break? When have they ever put something on TV where they told the whole truth? When have they allowed an artist to tell the whole truth without censoring that artist? You tell me. When have they ever been completely honest about who we are, our foundation to this country, and our present? Think about this. All of these people come over here to the United States from other countries, and they literally eat off us. Think about it. I was listening to, here in LA, my favorite station is 88.1 KJazz, because everything else on the radio is just god awful. So if I turn the radio on, I'm usually on my Spotify or my iTunes, but if I turn the radio on, it'll be KJazz. And I was listening, and I was thinking, hell, even with jazz, there is not one foundational black American DJ. You got Latino DJs, you got white DJs, you got Caribbean DJs, but you have not one foundational black American DJ on the jazz station, and jazz is black music. When you listen to the hip hop stations, most of the DJs, especially Power 106, all the DJs are Mexican. Can black people in America go to other countries and DJ their music and be custodians over their music? When you listen to pop music today, anytime you see, let's just break it down to the bandstand and how the musicians are set up. When you see drums, bass, keys, that's black. That's our shit. The drum set is Black America. People in the Caribbean they didn't play on a drum set with their music. They played with timbales and cowbells and shakers and shit. That was their percussion. Standing up. Somebody sitting down on a drum set with a keyboard and a bass. That's our shit. 4/4 music signature. R&B style. That comes from the blues. Everybody gets to eat off what the fuck we brought to the table. And America never acknowledges it. They'll say, okay, we like Ray Charles. That nigga was good. Oh yeah, we like, what's the other nigga name? Oh yeah, Louis Armstrong. That's how they treat us. They try to get you, instead of focusing on Michael Jackson, the man, the artist, and the message, they try to get you focused on child molestation accusations that were fucking false. They don't never give us a goddamn break. They'll choose one nigga, and through that one nigga, they'll let that one nigga be perfect and be the shining example of what we all should be. Parade that one nigga around. But when it comes to the rest of us, black children, have to grow up thinking that, not knowing that every time they pick up a fucking cell phone, a black man created it. The chip within the cell phone and the original landline phone itself. They grow up not understanding the numerical system 0 through 9 is black shit. That shit come from Africa. Pi. Astronomy, astrology. White supremacy don't ever fucking take a break on us. They don't give us a motherfucking minute. And you got niggas running around talking about some, man, you ain't gotta always make it about race now. Shut your coon ass up, nigga. You right, Ian. LeBron is a nigga that he's their nigga for right now. LeBron, Jay-Z, Obama. That's the approved Negro list for today. Jay-Z, if you into hip hop, they approve Jay-Z. For the sports freaks, LeBron is the guy. That's why you got all these goddamn bronzexuals running around. Ooh, don't talk bad about him. Shut your gay ass up, nigga. And then for politics, it's President Obama. Those are the approved Negroes for today. But if any of them niggas wipe their ass the wrong way, it'll be off with their head and on to the next approved Negro. Let's see what y'all talking about in the chat room. Here's the phone number at the bottom if you want to call in, ask a question, talk about some shit. But yeah, our blackness is capitalized on. People make money end over end over end off of our style, our culture. I said this before. When you look at cars now with the wide wheel wells that allow 20, 22-inch rims, it's black culture. That's what we was doing in the 90s, in the early 90s. That's where it got started with the 20-inch rims, like 92. If you had some 20s, you was the shit. Then it got to the 22s, the 24s. And by the time we got to like 2003, 2004, niggas was on 26s. That's more like 2002. So what did GM, what did BMW do? BMW, starting with their 2002 745i, they started making their cars with big wheel wells. So niggas started buying them cars like crazy. Then Lexus followed. And then Cadillac followed. When Cadillac redesigned the Escalade, Cadillac followed suit. This is like 2001, 2002, sometime back around in there. And then after they did that, then Chrysler came out with that Chrysler 300. Big wheel wells. Let's attract the Negroes. And then Dodge got on it with the Dodge Charger. They acquiesced to black culture. They tell us we ain't shit for loving rims. And then all the Fortune 500 companies, what do? Go back and cut they shit. Because if we do it, the rest of the world gonna follow suit and do what the fuck we do. So now you got white boys and all these other people driving their cars like us. That's our goddamn culture. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Man, this brother Emmanuel, man. What's going on, Dewan?
Oh, what's up, Emmanuel? How you doing today, my brother?
Man, what's going on, bro? Man, it's an honor to speak to you right now, man.
Yes,
I didn't even think a player would get through.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Goddamn. I didn't think a player would get through, goddamn.
Nah, you good. What's on your mind, brother?
Man, what's on my mind is, man, I got to give you props, man, on one thing, man. When you broke it down, that the white supremacy, we only looking at it at the one variable. See, when I talked to a couple of brothers, when I broke it down, man, both sides of the equation, man, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like they really never thought about it like that, man. And I feel like, goddamn, there's a lot of us, man, who really look at it like that. And a lot of these Biden sexuals, LeBron sexuals, where these niggas at, man? Where these Biden voters, man?
Man, all these niggas is out. I don't know. All these niggas is dushing. That's where them niggas is at. They dushing. they dushing they pussy out. They ain't around us.
Hey, it's bussy in the room, man. You know what they doing.
And
Somewhere we kill them somewhere.
They got the whole room smelling like Dookie, my boy.
Yeah. But what's the topic for tonight, man? Just the callers?
Yeah, I ain't got no topic. I'm just checking in with y'all before I get off this motherfucker and get hella high tonight on my weed. So yeah, I'm just checking in with y'all.
Man, well, I don't want to take too much of the time, man. I just want to salute you, man. I respect what you do. Man, I'm all the way from Tennessee with it, baby. You feel me? And I watch and support, man. You feel me? So you got love, man. You got love out here, man, for real.
I appreciate it.
Keep doing your thing. Keep doing your thing, man. B1. That's all I got, brother.
B1, I appreciate that, my brother.
All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, this is the Random Live. I ain't got no particular topic I'm talking about. This all off the top of my head. Y'all got something y'all want to bring up? Call in. Let's see. The Biden voters are in cemeteries. Ha 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 ha. Somebody said I'm going through a divorce. Ha ha ha. Nope. Me and my wife is chilling. My wife is out chilling with her parents right now. She out chilling with her parents right now. So since she gone, I'm talking to you motherfuckers. But y'all know as soon as she come home, I'm getting off. It's gonna be time for me and her. What's up, caller? This is Hotep-ish. What's your name and where you calling from?
Oh, this is Jeff, man. I'm calling from Dallas, man.
Oh, Jeff from Dallas.
Already, man. I sent you a comment, DeJuan, man. First and foremost, man, I like what you be doing. I like how you sending the message out, but I was thinking, man. Oh, damn, me and my wife back here playing dominoes, man.
Hey, man, you better. Yeah, I hope she ain't sending Nelly to the belly yet. I hope you ain't have to go to the gut yet.
Goddamn man.
That's the one that we be watching?
Yeah.
You called in?
Yeah.
We live?
Yeah, y'all live.
What is he talking about?
Oh, yeah. The one I was just saying, man, like, you know how you was talking about propaganda, man. I was just thinking, like, with you and all the pioneers before, man, as long as we keep putting out propaganda, man, we're going to shift the dynamic of things, man. So I appreciate what you're doing, bro.
No doubt.
Keep putting out the information.
All we got to do is play our game. It's like dominoes. When you playing dominoes, you can't control what's in other people's hands. Only thing you can do is control what you got. And when you put the number you had the most of on the outside of the board and you get your numbers out before they do, you can control the game no matter what's in their hands. So we ain't worried about what's in the other people's hands. We got to play our game. You dig?
You goddamn right. You goddamn right, bro. So I'm saying, man, I know from you being an avid studier, man, you know, the people, our heroes was put out there in the forefront and we just left, you know, to die alone, man. But, you know, right now, it's kind of like a Trojan horse thing going on. So just best believe, man, you ain't by yourself, bro. Like, I think the most important thing we could do is, you know, be a husband and father. And, you know, like Sincere said in Belly, man, you know what I'm saying? Your part might be a little bigger, but best believe you touching people. So I just wanted to give you some roses while you know what I'm saying, doing your thing.
I appreciate that, brother. Call in anytime you want.
All the way in Dallas.
That's my second home right there, Dallas. That's where all my family is. I love Dallas. I'm gonna be out there this summer, hopefully.
Man, I wanted to speak on this nigga Tahir, man. Like, I'm from East St. Louis. Like, that nigga, man, he making us look bad, dog. But then I started to do some little research. I found out the nigga done got shot and all this type of shit. So I see, like I done done a lot of shit in East St., man, and ain't nothing never happened to me, dog. It's a kind of justice thing. So let's speak on the motherfucking character, dog. It's like, you know, I appreciate y'all speaking up for Precious. Because I see the sincerity and, you know, it ain't about, you know, in court it's like it ain't what you know is what you can prove.
Yep.
But on the street level, it's about what you feel. So it's like, man, I don't feel no good vibe because I seen him on your boy Alpha, whatever shit, and the nigga was talking about he's a piece of shit anyway. So it's like, damn, nigga really told on his motherfucking self.
Yeah, you're right. When we had the core side of the game, but really from the streets, it's about that emotion. You feel it. And Precious had her, so. And I trust Precious. Precious is from Dallas. She Oak Cliff. So if she says she feel it, you know, Precious do that tarot, so she know all about that feeling. So if she says she feel it, I trust her.
Yeah, and I think y'all niggas felt it too, man, from the beginning. But it's like you say, it ain't what you know, it's what you can prove. So it's like, you know how the game go, bro. So I know y'all out there fighting, man. So just, you know, here go your roses right now. So just,
I appreciate that, brother. You and your wife have a good one.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna whoop on motherfucking
Good
ass.
night, you too. Whatever.
Y'all be good. Yes, sir. From Dallas. I love Dallas, man. I ain't been to Dallas since 2004. I love Dallas. I ain't been to Dallas in almost 20 years. My grandmother took me for the first time in 1988. I was like 7 years old. My first time getting on a plane was going to Dallas. Been in love ever since because that's where my family is. And I love my family in Dallas. Shouts out to my cousin Robin and her husband Al. Yeah. Y'all talking about Kwame and Boyce? And Boyce and Kwame, that's an unfortunate one right there but it's kind of Boyce. Boyce is, you know, I like Boyce. But Boyce is messy. We all know Boyce is kind of petty. Boyce, he be talking too goddamn much about certain things. But when I listen to what he was saying, when I listen to Kwame's response to Boyce, for me, it was obvious that Kwame doesn't understand white supremacy. It was something he said today. He was like, Boyce said that, you know, he likes me because I don't get paid by a white person and I got my own money. How you know that? Well, Kwame, the reason why Boyce knows that is because Boyce understands white supremacy. And once you understand white supremacy, you understand how it works. I didn't like, you know, the whole thing with O-Dog and them at Hip Hop Uncensored. I like what Hip Hop Uncensored had to say. You know what I mean? I didn't think there was no need to go at them. But since he went at them, they have the right to stand up for themselves. You know what I mean? But we got to get back to the message when it comes to that. Like Kwame, you know, and Kwame had a good talk today with Mahmoud Abdul Rauf, aka Chris Jackson. But y'all right. But at the end of the day, Boyce does need to stay in his lane. Yes, he does. Walter Johnson asks, have I been to San Antonio? Yes, I have been to San Antonio. I got family in San Antonio. I love San Antonio. We're going to try to bring the show to Houston. We're going to bring the show to Houston and Dallas this summer. What's up, Legion of Knicks? We're going to bring the show to Houston and Dallas this summer. We just don't have any dates yet. Yeah, Run It Up said Kwame's controlled opposition. When I hear names like Larry Elder and Jesse Lee Peterson, that always strikes me. And then the whole thing, Tommy Sotomayor. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Oh, shit. What's poppin'? This your boy, Mickey Knox, your friendly neighborhood Knox, man. What's going on, Dewan?
Man, I'm chilling, brother. How you doing today?
Outstanding. I can't call it.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, let's see, man. Where do we want to start, man? First of all, love to you. You know what I'm saying? Craig. Your boys over there, I found y'all, you know, it's funny how real niggas find real niggas because you guys came through Corey Holcomb, because Corey, you know, Craig come through Corey, and then we found you through Craig. And I'm actually, I don't know if I'm surprised or if I'm pleasantly surprised to find that LA still has some real niggas out there.
Oh yeah, LA's full of real niggas. It's just that it's so all these motherfuckers that moved here, they be the loud ones.
Right. That's what you opened my eyes like, goddamn, no, it's still real niggas out here. That's still cut from that cloth. So the one thing I want to talk about this evening, I guess, is I'm a real pessimist when I come to America as I'm looking at everything right now. And I live decent, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the process of buying a new home right now. I'm fighting in this damn market. And so it's not about little personal, feel goods and what I got. And when I look at black people, I don't think we got much time left, DeJuan, because I'm 50 years old. I'll be 50 this year. I'm 49. So you behind me. After we're gone, what's left? Like, the things that you talk about, that intelligence that you have, that other people have, like, the Black Authority, it's almost gone. And I don't see us lasting another 20 years.
I hear you, brother.
Because in 20 years, all black men are going to be Dwayne Wade and Magic Johnson's son.
Hey, look, I see exactly what you're saying, brother, but look at it this way. When you look at the kids, what's the number one gripe adults have about the kids? They don't listen. Right?
True.
They kind of have their own way. They're different. Right?
Right.
They're a little weird too, right?
Right. That's way weird, yeah.
Well, look at it like this. That's the reason why, because I've been working with kids for over 20 years. I'm very tapped into them. And when I say kids now, because I'll be 40 next week. When I say kids,
so you 10 behind me. Okay. So you the decade behind me, yeah.
Yeah. When I say kids, I'm talking people 25 and under. Because your 25, 27-year-olds, I'll say 20s, 28 and under. Because your 28-year-olds, I was working with them when they were 12. Your 20-year-olds, I was working with them when they were 5. And I've always seen it in them, in elementary school, in middle school, in high school. The reason why they're so rebellious is because the shit's fucked up and they know it. They just don't have the words to put it together. That generation came here to fuck shit up. Let me tell you something. That generation came to fuck shit up. They young now, and what happens when you're young? You just dumb with it when you're young. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's why I do this show right here, because I have a lot of young listeners to give them some information. Because all you need is a few drops of truth to clean out all the bullshit. They ain't gonna be happy. They ain't really with this shit the way we think they are. These niggas ain't paying attention to what's on TV. TV stars don't mean nothing to them. They online, they got their face in their phone. They in a whole nother world. As they wake up and see things for what they are, they're gonna have a different response to it than the baby boomers did. That whole baby boomer generation, you Gen X, you hip hop, you had a different reaction to it than baby boomers. They're not, what white supremacy is doing, it's not going to be acceptable. First of all, it's not acceptable to you being Gen X. You'll be in your 60s and 70s as the elder, able to look back, and when that Gen Z reaches their 30s and 40s, you'll be able to properly guide them, and there won't be any baby boomers on the planet to fuck up their progress. So these little niggas we got time.
Know what? I'm glad you said that, but you know what that makes me think of? So, because yes, okay, the baby boomers die off, but then you know what they left behind? They left behind kids, like a group of white kids, like believe that males should compete with females in sports.
Oh yeah, but guess what?
They left some crazy ass white kids behind.
Oh yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, but guess what? Them crazy motherfuckers ain't got shit on Mother Nature. They ain't got shit on, you know what I mean? They ain't got, cause look, they can twist this shit all they want. Things always come back to the one. That's why I'm a such George Clinton fan. When you listen to Parliament Funkadelic, everything on the one. You can play what you want to play the rest of the song. But when we come back to one, everything comes back to that. The reason where that comes from is the one is nature. Everything, you can only get so far from nature before you got to come back to it. And they can push, they can push, they can push. But the reason why they're pushing so hard, my brother, the reason why they got to send out Dwayne Wade and his son, that nigga, I saw a picture with Dwayne Wade's son and Gabrielle Union. That boy had on a dress and size 13 shoes. Like, god damn. I ain't supposed to clown that. Big ass feet. Them is
Oh,
boy-
God.
Like,
Oh,
nigga,
God.
your feet is big for a boy, but you got a dress on, my nigga? It all comes back to the one. So they're pushing that hard because we're not listening, because we're not giving a fuck. And it's on us, me, you. We got to be the first older generation to not always shit on the kids. We got to be the ones that support and just guide them along, kind of stand behind them and push them along. You know what I mean? We got to be, if we the first generation of adults that stands with the children, we going to be all right.
Well, that's what I'm trying to. And it's brothers like you and, like I said, the other cats that give me hope, I guess. Again, I'm a pessimist because I get, as a 50-year-old, when I see the shit that's going on, like, I get pissed. Like, I'm here in Minnesota. And George Floyd still got me pissed off that other people aren't as pissed off as I am. Does that make sense? It seems like sense. I want the world to be more, and when I say the world, I mean black people. I don't give a fuck about everybody else. I'm talking about, like, when I see black people saying they're living their best life in a world where a knee can be put on a nigga neck, that don't sound right to me.
Remember this, my brother.
Say that.
Remember this, when it comes to brothers like you who really want the shit to change and really want to be out, you're going to be in the minority. We here, right. We in the minority. We can expect that. You know what I mean? All we got to do, keep our head down, keep pushing, keep getting it, because the minority becomes the majority when it becomes popular. Remember, only 3% of these white boys fought against Great Britain to create the United States. They didn't say, it's only 3 out of 100 that want to do this. They said, let's take this 3 out of 100 and let's go kick some ass. So when you being the pessimist, and I don't see any issues with that, but also balance your pessimism with the fact of critical mass theory. Critical mass theory says it takes 10% to make or less to change a whole everything. Anytime 10% of the population or less, because sometimes some people say 10%. Sometimes critical mass, some studies say closer to 5 to 6%. But it really only takes a few to change the whole thing. So when you look around and see the landscape and see most people are on bullshit, you're 100% right. Just don't let it get you down, because it don't matter what they doing. It's about all of us that's on code. We got to play our game. We got to run our plays. We play basketball. If you're a 3-point shooting team, you better hit them pin downs. You better run off them screens. You better make your shots. And if you make your shots and play your game right, it don't matter what the other team is doing. You're going to win, right?
Yes, sir.
That's where we at with it, my brother. So thank you for calling in, man.
Right on. Like I say, much love. Keep doing your thing. You know, it's a lot of us out here that need that positivity that you bring, because you're a good-hearted nigga, and I can see that. So it comes through the screen, it comes through the things that you say, it comes through the things that you try to teach. And an old nigga like me needs that, brother. Give me that energy. So keep it on.
Hey, man, we a family, my man. Have a good one, man.
Right on.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, black folks, we don't need to get discouraged. We just got to play our game. The people who own that bullshit, they will always be in the majority. It's like that with white America. The majority of white America's on that bullshit. It's only a few running. Shit. We just got to make sure we're on the side that's running shit. Yeah. What y'all talking about here in the chat room? Let me scroll back. Let me scroll back in the chat room. What y'all talking about? And Goldie said, I don't listen to no goddamn radio. You right. Yeah, but when going back to the whole thing about our brother Kwame, I dig what Kwame's doing. But, you know, there are no leaders. Remember that. Don't let nobody lead you. I see how surprised he is about Tommy Sotomayor. I'm like, man, I look at people's connections. You connected to that nigga and you mad? Like, that's how that motherfucker's always moved. See, you can't get me on Larry Elder. I'm from LA. I remember when Larry Elder was on KCBS. I forgot the name of it, but he was on AM radio here in LA at the studio over there right off La Cienega and Jefferson in 1993. I remember them days. They done since knocked that radio station down and built some tall ass apartment building on the worst fucking intersection in LA with all that goddamn traffic. They decided to put a fucking 30-story unit on the intersection that was already took 45 minutes to cross before that goddamn unit. Yeah, that's where Larry Elder used to broadcast from back in 1993, 94. I know what that snake sucker motherfucker's about. So you can't get me to be like, man, you just need to go ahead and listen to what Larry Elder's saying. No, nigga. I gave Larry Elder three years of my ear in middle school, in high school, when my mom used to listen to him on the way to work. On the way to work. When other niggas was out playing basketball and doing a bunch of dumb shit, I was listening to Larry Elder. I know what he's about. But I will tell you this, me being the kind of person that can take the meat and spit the bone out, when Larry Elder said it's not about, when it said in spite of race, you better win anyway, I needed to hear that because for the first time in my life, I'm around white folks. I know it's about race because I went from Coliseum Elementary right in the middle of the hood in LA to Overripe Middle School, which was a black school, but it was in a white neighborhood and it had a whole bunch of white people in it. And so when I would hear, and I was my severe dyslexic, didn't know it. See, for me in school, that's why I don't call myself a smart nigga. I was a C student. Do y'all know that I never missed my first time ever ditching a day in school. I never ditched a day. I ditched one class. In the 11th grade, I ditched one class because I was in jazz band and jazz band did a performance and our jazz band was horrible. I was on the drums and we fucked up so bad. And I fucked up on the drums because at the time I'd only been playing the drums for a little bit. I was so embarrassed to go to class. I didn't go to class one time in my life. My first time missing a homework assignment was in my senior year in high school. I missed one homework assignment, grades 1 through 12. And that one homework assignment came my senior year in high school. And guess what my GPA was? 2.5. Y'all don't know how that feel to work your ass off and get C's when you see niggas getting A's that you know you smarter than. You see them getting A's and dishing and shit. I ain't ditch. I ain't miss a home. I had to do them homework assignments because I was going to fail most of it, especially if the test was fill in the blank. Man, I ain't passing no goddamn fill in the blank test. Shit. If I see a fill in the blank now, I'm going to get anxiety and goddamn near pass out. Multiple choice for a dyslexic nigga? Shit. Nigga, I used to mark B, but I'm thinking D. Nigga, school was hard for me. So my mom would listen to Larry Elder in the car, and when he would say things like, in spite of what's going on, in spite of your obstacles, you still need to win. That's the one thing I took from Larry Elder, and I threw the rest out. Even though I knew that motherfucker was a coon, when he said that, it was something about when he said, in spite of what they do, in spite of racism, in spite of what goes on, you can still win. I needed to hear that shit in the 7th grade, in the 8th grade. It's still fuck Larry Elder. That's where I credit myself for me being intelligent enough to eat the meat and spit the bones out. It's still fuck Larry Elder. Because anybody who's on some bullshit is always going to have a hint of truth in what they're talking about. That was his hint of truth. I use it. Thank you, Larry Elder. But fuck off. Yeah, that shit, school was a struggle for me. School was a motherfucking struggle. But, like I said, I still won. Got my goddamn college degree. Got my college degree and moved the fuck on. Let's see, what the fuck y'all talking about now? I'm gonna take one more caller. My weed, I microdosed on some mushrooms earlier, so that shit's starting to kick in. So I ain't gonna be with you niggas all night. I ain't doing full though. I just did a small microdose. Okay, we got a caller. What's up, caller? Where you calling from? What's your name?
Los Angeles.
Oh, what's up, Ebu? What's up? How you doing, my brother? Comedian extraordinaire.
What's up, Nick, man, when you was talking about that dyslexia, bro, you don't even understand, bro. Like, because I was a smart nigga. I still am a smart nigga. But not being able to express myself the way I want to, you know, getting caught up on words. What my mom did, which was amazing, she didn't put me in a special ed or nothing like that, but she did, she made me read above my grade level. A little bit too far. Uh-huh. Because I ended up sounding like a goddamn senator when I was in 3rd grade and Gary Young. Not cool. So I single-handedly kept that school accredited with my test scores, and niggas hated me.
For real?
Yeah, man. It's I've never really had a good because my dad, I was getting beat up a lot in school because I was an artist. You know, I wasn't about fighting, and I was a big nigga too, so it didn't really hurt when I got in a fight. Like, niggas would hit me. My dad would hit me harder than these niggas. So I was like, whatever. My feelings would just get hurt. So I just go out and do my own thing. So I was a weird dude. Didn't get along with nobody. Then he put me in a white school because he figured I would be able to get a better education, which was true. And I ended up growing up with them white people. But I always was educated in my own history. So I knew what they were trying to do.
Yeah.
And I fought them every step of the way.
As you should, but like, plus, when it comes to brothers, you also gotta always remember this, man. Niggas gonna talk shit. And especially as kids, whatever perceived advantage they think they have, they're gonna use that to one-up themselves over you. You know what I mean? And it's just one of those things that, you know, we can't, well, I can't say don't take it personal. Shit, you have got to take it personal. Happened to goddamn you. But see it for the bigger picture that it is, you know? I think we dropped the call. Skype, where you at, Skype? Hello? Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Hello?
What's good?
Oh, shit. Ebo dropped off. Somebody else. Who's on the phone now?
Man, it's your boy Don, man, calling from South Khaki, man.
What up, bro? You on that lean?
Yeah, man. You know how we do it, man. Just late night chilling.
What's
But
up?
that's vibes. Late night at the hotel. Yeah, man.
I got to answer this call. I think my last call dropped. I think that's him calling back. Yo, Ibo, is that you?
Yo, what's good, fam? The channel lit.
Channel lit. I got two of y'all motherfuckers online. I thought that was Ebo. Say, what's up, man? Well, anyway, that person hung up. What's up, brother? What's your name?
What's up? What's happening with you, brother?
What's up? Who am I talking to?
This Juma.
Juma, what's up? What's on your mind, brother?
Yeah, just wanted to touch on what's happening in LA with gentrification and these homeless encampments that are spraying up from, folks that lost their spots and can't afford to even pay the rent no more. And they, they're being vilified for it and being ran out their homeless camps and, being criminalized. So I just want to speak on the gentrification that's been going on in LA. My old hood is all Mexicans now. And most blacks that lived in my area or my neighborhood, they all moved out to Victorville and Palmdale and Lancaster. I mean, they can't even afford to stay in LA no more. So it just took me there when you spoke on back in the day when you was listening to Larry Elder and, just how it was back in the day. That's what took me back there and made me want to call. Because, I grew up in L.A., so I remember how L.A. used to be. But L.A. is not L.A. no more.
It ain't. And I'm glad you brought that up because I want to talk about this. I'm going to do a whole show sometime in the next week or two on the gentrification going on here in L.A. I'm just actually putting some notes because there's some shit going on right now in Leimert Park they keep trying to shut down Africa Town in Leimert Park, in the drum circle and the flea market down there. So that's been going on since 2000. I'm just trying to get some more details about that first before I talk about it because I want to bring you guys the accurate information. When I get my better details, I'm gonna talk about that. But thanks for calling.
I'm glad you're speaking on that because I mean, from Coley's to everything, the Vision Theater, the Leimert Park is our last stronghold for our culture. Everything else has been taken away from us in LA.
You're right about that. You mentioned something earlier about Palmdale. It's been a soft gentrification. See, Black LA's been under a soft gentrification for 30 years now. Right now, just the final stages.
Yes.
Back in the 80s.
Right now, at the final stages. You're right, bro. Right now, at the final stages.
Yeah, because I remember growing up in the 80s at my grandmother's house on 58th and Broadway. That's where I spent most of my time, over on the east side on 58th and Broadway. I saw how, one by one, as a black person moved, the Mexican moved in, starting in the late 80s. And then I remember when the riots hit in 92, it's like the whole neighborhood, it was like, we looked up one day and was like, where all these Mexicans come from?
Right.
And that's when that was before Palmdale. Castle moved back then in 92, 90, 91. Niggas was moving to Palmdale. Not Palmdale, Pomona, West Covina.
Yeah, Pomona. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Fontana. Then niggas started moving to Fontana. Then niggas started moving out to Riverside and San Bernardino.
And Riviera and moving out to Rancho Cucamonga and all as far as west out there. But as far as Victorville,
that came in the 2000s.
Yeah, that came in the 2000s, and now the new one is Adelanto, and I mean it's like how far out is they gonna move us?
Adelanto, in Indio, and it's like you're right about because I'm in the 2000s. What LA did was they stopped handing out Section 8. If you're already on Section 8, you can get a Section 8 voucher and stay in LA. I mean, you can use your voucher to stay in LA. But if you were new to Section 8, between like 2001 and 2011, they were sending you to Palmdale or Lancaster if you're new to Section 8. And they started sending them out there, Palmdale, Lancaster. And then now in 2011, I just see the change in LA from 2009 to 2000 right now. 2009, the Jungles was the last place that was all black. Now USC controls 60% of the Jungles.
Yeah, when they built Kaiser over there in the Jungles, that I'm like, wait a minute, they putting some money over in the Jays. You did? Because I started seeing, like, because I got family that stayed over there right off of Nicollet and Coliseum. So I pretty much know the area. When you start seeing the C Renta over there in the Jungles, like, wait a minute, you start seeing them C Rentas, meaning the Mexicans was coming over up in the in the Jungles. You did? So they didn't care about if they had to go to Compton, Watts, wherever they can go and come in. A lot of those properties was smoked up. A lot of the parents lost their homes, kids got their homes, and end up getting gone on that cabbie, on crack, during the boom years. And then that's how a lot of them properties got lost. Now Compton is like 93% Latino.
Yep.
Compton used to be all black. And it just blows my mind. That's why I'm glad you're going to do that show on gentrification. I'm going to be right there with you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm going to tune in to that. And
what's your name in the chat room, my man?
My name's Juma.
Juma. Okay, yeah, Juma. All right, yeah. Thank you for that, man. I'm about to get off. But yeah, I'm going to do that when I get my information right and exact. I'm going to bring it to y'all, hopefully within the next couple weeks.
Okay. I'm going to look forward to it, bro.
I appreciate you, bro.
It's good chopping it up with you, bro. Enjoy your show, man.
Yes, sir.
Support your channel. No
Yes,
doubt.
sir. Yeah, sound like, see, that's an LA nigga. I could tell the way he was talking. That's an LA nigga. Well, man, we LA niggas, I love us, boy. Like, we are the most mischaracterized people on earth, but you don't hear us talking a whole lot of shit because we know how dope we are. We always getting defined by these niggas that move from other parts of the country. Niggas in your home city didn't even like you. And you move to LA, then come out Hollywood and shit. And those be the main people trying to speak for LA. Y'all don't sit y'all clown asses down. And I mean right now. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to bring some more information on what's going on over in Africa Town before I do my gentrification show. Lars Reed said we got our own actions. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a donate to Tariq's museum. Whenever he puts it out there, I'm putting some bread up on that. I love what he's doing with that. I'm gonna take one more call. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Edward Wiggins, man, and I'm calling from DC.
What's up from DC? What's on your mind, brother?
Man, just chilling, man. I just tuned into the show, man, talking about that gentrification, man. Like I said, you can look me up, man. I play basketball for University of Maryland. I'm number 2.
You emailed me before,
Wiggins.
haven't you?
Huh?
Have you emailed me?
Nah.
Okay, I thought somebody else had. Somebody else that played basketball over there emailed me about a few months ago. But go ahead.
Nah, it's probably somebody in the locker room. We all listen to you in the locker room, man. We definitely support you, man. I bought a couple of your T-shirts.
I appreciate that, my brother.
But I want to talk about because DC and PG County, like the DMV, bro, predominantly like that's one of the richest black people. This is a whole black area out here, and now they try to push those. They try to push the Hispanic population on us, and a lot of people fighting back because like we don't like that. Like it's starting to be a bunch of legal immigrants out here. They're trying to force it on us, and I'm our mayor in DC. She's trying to make this a second. What would you call that thing? A sanctuary or whatever city?
Sanctuary city.
Yeah, and a lot of people fighting back because we got certain culture out here, man. It's chocolate city, and PG County predominantly black. You know what I'm saying? So they're trying to push that. They keep trying to push illegals, and you know what I'm saying, and minorities on black people. And like people, they get tired of hearing that, man. Black people start to wake up.
I'm telling you right now, from being someone here in LA that's seen it happen, keep fighting. Do not elect anyone talking about we all gonna come together, we all minorities, and we need to get them the fuck out of office. And it's your generation that's gonna, because y'all gonna be the ones that's the victim of it. Because the old niggas like to say, okay, we gonna all go along and be a part of this thing. And yes, this okay to have. See, them old niggas is retired now. My generation, we the ones having to compete with the children of them illegals that they let in back in the 80s and the fucking 90s. And I was looking around here in LA, I just be observing. One of my apartment buildings needed a Section 8 inspection last week. And the Section 8 inspector was Mexican. Those jobs used to go to black people. When I was in the doctor's office earlier today getting some work done, all Mexicans, no black people. When these people come in, the white folks will hire that one Mexican to be a supervisor, and all they gonna do is nitpick everything your black ass do and either get you fired or nitpick you till you leave on your own. And then they're gonna bring in their cousins, bring in their family, bring in their people, and then in 20 years, there's not gonna be all the jobs that pay. See, they start off with just giving them McDonald's jobs. That's why people aren't threatened. Oh, we're just gonna give them the McDonald's jobs. Oh no, they're just gonna cut the grass. Oh no, they're just gonna work down here at this construction yard. But in 20 years, their children are your lead electricians. All of the jobs that you need to secure a home once housing prices go up, all the jobs that you need to buy a home and live a quality life, they're gonna have and not you. So now is the time that you fight that.
Exactly, man. I'm glad, man. And be honest, man, you'd be surprised, man. Black folks, bro, they might not want to admit it, but they miss Trump, bro. Because this wasn't going on when Trump was, still president. He was, man, ICE was on their ass. I don't mean to cuss on your show, but ICE was on their butt. All them jobs they was getting ran out on, they was going back to black people doing them jobs. And they had to pay more.
Yep, that's what it is. So it's like, look, sometimes I'm not a Republican, but shit, if y'all gonna keep these motherfuckers out, I'll vote for you. Because ain't no goddamn Democrats doing shit for us anyway.
But that's all I had to say, man. Keep up, man. We love you, man. University of Maryland, man. Check us out, man. Next season, man. We definitely love you, man. Rocking with you, man.
Hey, I'm gonna check y'all out because y'all know I'm a basketball guy. That's my sport, so I'm definitely gonna check y'all out.
I'm Aaron Wiggins, number 2.
Got you, brother.
All right.
Stay in contact. Yeah, it's always good to hear from the young motherfuckers. Always good to hear from the young motherfuckers. That's why I've never been a person that hate on the young niggas, because I ain't never built. What have I built for them to come into? Jewish people, they young, when their kids get in their 20s, they have all kind of stuff built for their 20-year-olds to go into. Other groups have things built and institutions built for their young people to go into. I've done a lot of things on my own, but I'm not a selfish person. What has we as a whole done for our young people? And what have we built for them to keep them out of the unemployment line, to keep them out of the bullshit? All most of this adults did was tell them to go to college. So since we haven't built any institutions, since we haven't built anything to protect them from this white supremacist society, I don't have any judgments towards them. The young niggas are gonna react how the young niggas react if they don't have an alternate thing for us. So that's my message for the people, for the adults. No more criticizing the youth. Constructively to help develop the youth or leave them alone. We haven't built enough for them to talk shit about them. We allowed the 1996 Telecommunications Act to go through to take away radio so they don't have a voice. We voted in Obama while Obama gave gay people the rights that should have been theirs. We fell for the Clinton bullshit. And I'm saying I wasn't even old enough to vote when Clinton was in office. But we a unit. That's what the world that they walked into. I'm a millennial. Nigga, I had to deal with the Reaganomics, the war on drugs, Clinton's mass incarceration, and 9/11, all before I turned 21. I had to deal with Reaganomics, the war on drugs, the LA riots, the savings and loan crash of the 90s, 9/11, all before the age of 21, all before I could drink. I don't have anything negative to say. And I heard, having to deal with all that, my whole life growing up, I had to listen to baby boomers talk shit about us millennials. Oh, these millennials this. Oh, these millennials that. Millennials don't have good music. Well, we don't have good music because y'all motherfuckers voted in that Clinton because he played a fucking saxophone on Arsenio. You dumb motherfuckers voted him in over that little ass shit. And then you're gonna talk about us not having no music. Y'all let it happen. I saw what the baby boomers allowed to happen before I turned goddamn 21. So me, as I go into 40, I turn 40 next week. As I go into my 40s, my promise to the young people is I'm going to be the elder I wanted when I was your age. Thank God I got it from my parents. My immediate environment was great. But as far as the society goes, we had to hear to, only thing Jesse Jackson had for us is, I am somebody. I am somebody. Nigga, that's all you got? You been up there speaking for all these goddamn years and all you got is I am somebody? We had to listen to Al Sharpton. I'm not going to be that to y'all. Hold on. Hello? Hey, you on the way? Oh, shit, you almost home. All right, cool. I'm about to get off this goddamn show then. All right. Yeah, I'm about to, all right, good. All right. All right, cool. Shit, my wife getting off the freeway right now. That means I'm about to get off this motherfucker. Because when my wife get home, I walk outside with my gun in hand, making sure she can get up in this motherfucker safe. That's what a real man does to the woman. Always protect your men, ladies. I'm wrong. That's my dyslexia right there. I said always protect your men, ladies. Brothers, always protect your women. Excuse the dyslexia. Fellas, always protect your women. So I'm about to get off here. I thank y'all for tuning in. But yeah, my wife on the way home, and I'm about to pull out my 9 and walk back to the garage and make sure she gets into this house safely. So remember this: there are no perfect messengers, only perfect messages for those who are willing to pick up games. Get my t-shirts. Go to hotelbitch.com. Go to breakthroughas.org and fuck with your boy. I'm probably gonna be back with y'all tomorrow. I think I might be back with y'all tomorrow morning. We'll see, depending on how I feel. So yeah, check in tomorrow about 12 hours from now, about 10 in the morning ish LA time. I should be back, but yeah, my wife coming home, so I'm out. Y'all have a good one.